Can we please take a moment and address the beauty of this location that I'm in right now? This is the most beautiful home I have ever been to, and I have to say I am super grateful to the owners to let me come into their home and film this content right over here. This is a heritage property. This is literally from the 1840s, literally the 1800s. It doesn't get more vintage and timeless than that. And I really didn't know where to film this video. Like, every corner of this home is so beautiful and so intentional. I decided to put the camera right here where you could see all of it, because right here there is a very beautiful, timeless dining room. And here in the living room, I mean, just look at this. Look at the ceiling. It's literally history right on top of me. And here we have my entire fur collection that we will go through in this video. And what is that noise? That is, can you guys see this? It is the grandfather's clock. So yes, we are in a very, very beautiful location, and I'm so grateful and so honored to be here. So I just want to take a little moment and thank the owners to let me film the video here. This is a highly requested video, and I thought, what would be a more fit location than a heritage, timeless home like this? A fun fact about this place: from the 1940s till the 1950s, this property was a place for the fur trade. Can you believe that? And we're standing here today in 2026 talking about fur and showcasing fur, and I'm literally standing on a fur pelt right here. Can you guys see this? Look at that. I'm not going to move it. I respect this home and I respect the owners too much, so I'm going to leave things as they are, but I feel like I have to address it. It's too perfect not to. As I walk you through my entire fur collection, literally fur coats, accessories, everything, I'm going to start by my very, very first fur pieces till my very recent ones. That way you get to see the timeline and the beautiful fur pieces that I have accumulated over the years, and they mean a lot to me and they're very special, and each one of those pieces are worn and reworn. Maybe in some time in the future I might be selling or exchanging, but as of now, 2026, this is my current collection. So starting off with my very, very first fur piece, some of you have already seen this. This is the Canadian lynx stole, shawl, vest, whichever you want to call it. This actually came from a repurposed Canadian lynx fur coat. So one of my family members had a very giant Canadian lynx coat, and they wanted to make it more accessible for everyday wear. So they decided to trim it out a little bit, and this was the remainder piece. They didn't know what to do with it. I saw it and I was like, it's mine. It is literally mine. And I wear this all the time. Like, I wear it on a cold summer nights, I wear it in the spring, in the fall, sometimes in the winter, even though it's not very substantial for the real warmth that we need in Canadian winter. But the way I wear it is literally just over my shoulders, and it's so elegant. I get compliments all the time. Everyone's asking me, like, what is this piece and where did you get it? So this fur piece right here, it was the start of my fur love, and it inspired me to get more and more pieces. The next piece I'm about to show you is very, very special because it really was the start of my entire fur goddess journey right here with this Bobcat cape. So I actually purchased this while I was in Quebec City. So it was my birthday week, and my lover wanted to give me a gift, but not just any gift, the gift of warmth. And there was this very beautiful fur boutique as we were walking in the old streets of Quebec City. And we walked inside the fur boutique, and there were two jackets that my eyes immediately went towards, which was this Bobcat and a lynx coat. But I already had a lynx stole for a while and I wanted something slightly different, but I always wanted this kind of pattern. I just love the Bobcat. And she's very unique because I had never seen a cape before. Like I have seen coats, but I really wanted my first piece to be personalized to me. Something very unique about this purchase, just so you know how it was really meant for me to make fur content. As I was talking with my lover about which fur piece to buy, the owner of the boutique was actually there and he overheard me talking about fur and the beauty of fur. And he was like, you know what? Let me take you to the behind the scene of my atelier and for you to see this craftsmanship of fur making. And I remember going to this atelier and I was so in love, and it feels like I was exposed to something that nobody ever talks about in fashion. Like nobody ever talks about fur and the stories and the craftsmanship and the business that goes behind it, because it's not easy running a fur business. A lot of times it's family generations and it's very, very unique. So as he was sharing these stories, I literally, me being a Gen Z, I took out my phone and I just started filming. I started filming the place because it is just so, so beautiful, you guys. And on the drive back from Quebec City to Ottawa is when I posted the video, why real fur is better than fake fur. For the longest time, like I myself, I was manipulated, okay? Like I really believed that real fur was not good, but I never had any logical reasonings and I've never had any exposure to the other side until being in that fur boutique and seeing the behind the scenes and hearing this story from this man whose family's been running this business for generations. That's when I really learned a lot, and I wanted to kickstart this journey and I wanted to share what I had been exposed to. And yeah, that was really the start of it. So I think my partner didn't just get me a gift, he got me something beyond a gift, and I'm very grateful for it. Like, who would have thought that a birthday gift would lead to something so profound? After the Bobcat, what was the next thing that I got? My next purchase was actually this silver fox jacket. And I know a lot of you have seen this over and over on my Instagram, my TikToks. I wear this jacket all the time. It's probably one of my most worn jackets. Rightfully so, because it is extremely warm and very, very versatile. You could wear her with anything, literally anything. And I know some of you feel a certain way about patchwork, but there's something so magical about patch fur coats, especially with silver fox. I feel like silver fox is one of those furs that just look different in every angle, and especially when the wind hits, like it's a multicolored strand. It's not just one color. For example, if you look at this beaver coat, it's one color. So even if the wind hits, like it's always going to be this dark chocolate color. But silver fox is something that just glows. Like, I don't know if that's the right term, but it's always glowing and always has so much personality to show. Where did I get this jacket? I remember I was in Mont-Tremblant, and inside the village, I was also with my lover, now that I remember this, and he was telling me that there is a boutique inside the village that sells real fur. I personally never heard of a boutique in Mont-Tremblant village that sells real fur. Like, I've seen all sorts of brands, but not fur. So we walk into this boutique and they literally only had about 3 coats on display. Like, that was the only real fur that they had. The rest was all cashmere sweaters and winter accessories. So this was one of the coats they had on display, and if it didn't fit me, it just didn't fit me. Like, they don't have a lot of sizes and variety for you to choose. But I just remember walking into the boutique and seeing this jacket and being like, you're coming home with me. So I put her on and it was just like a perfect fit. That's when I knew this is my next fur coat. And actually, funny thing, as I was in the store, the sales associate was like, Nora, you have to go with a matching headband. And I wasn't too sure at first because I remember looking at it like, really? And then I put it on. Watch this. Watch how much this fur band elevates the outfit. Like, hello? Excuse me? It just took the fur to a whole nother level. And this is something I wear all the time. This combination is my go-to in the winter. It is so chic and so warm. And what I love about this fur headband is that it is so flexible, like it's not a hat you put on and can feel a bit too much at times. This is so light, but so warm. So this is when I really got hooked with wearing a matching fur headband and a fur jacket. I love this combination, and rightfully so. It is just so mesmerizing. So yeah, this was my very first silver fox, and I love her. I just love it. Okay, after the silver fox, what did I get? After the silver fox, I actually received a gift from one of you guys, which was this beautiful white fox hat. I just feel like it's so cinematic when I put it on, so just watch this. It literally feels like I'm putting on a crown, the fur goddess crown. And the beauty of it, it was sent by one of you, so I really feel the fur goddess element. And the person who sent me this also sent me a matching fur stole. And not just any stole, this is actually double-sided fur. So it's fur on the inside and the outside. I wish you guys can feel this. It is so soft. It has a little clasp thing underneath. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, this gift to me represents why I do what I do, and every time I wear it, it just reminds me of why I do this. I received this gift during my very first few months of making content about fur, and it was pretty tough at that time, especially given that I was faced with a lot of judgment, not just online, but also my close circle of people and people that I know in real life. Not everybody was supportive of what I was doing, and not everybody supported the message. So it was kind of hard to navigate that. And yeah, there were times that I asked myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I putting myself out there like that? When I wear this, I just feel a lot of support from you guys, and I feel really grateful because if it wasn't for you seeing the value in my content, all of this would mean absolutely nothing, and I probably would have stopped making content a long time ago. Like, seriously. So thank you. I'm not going to dwell on this and be emotional, but that's what this means to me, and thank you very much. It is beyond the beauty of fur. It is the beauty of community. So thank you. Okay. We got a little bit deep over there, did we? I think we definitely did. So, what was after the gift? Now, some of you have seen this jacket from my previous vlogs, and you have seen it on not me, but someone else wearing it. And yes, it does not really belong to me, but I think it is. This amazing, voluminous Canadian lynx coat belongs to my partner. Can we just have a moment for this amazing fur coat right now? Are we all seeing this beauty? Look at this. It is so stunning, so warm, and I love her. And I love the sound of this clock too. Seriously, I know this belongs to my partner, but it belongs to us. It's not just his, it is ours. What is his is ours, and what's mine is mine. I think that's a very fair calculation. I might have already shared this with you guys in my vlogs, but When I go out in public and my partner is wearing this coat, guess who gets all the compliments on the streets? He does. Like, this fur coat is such a main character moment that whatever the next person or whoever you're hanging out with is wearing, they are side characters. And I have to say, there's something so beautiful about watching men complimenting each other. I don't usually see men complimenting each other, but when my partner wears this, all the men around are just looking at him like, wow, I love your fur coat, man. Like, where do I get a fur coat like that? For all the men out there, you guys always ask me, like, should I wear a fur coat? Yes. And if you're going to wear a fur coat, let it be something like this. I wore this in New Year's Eve, literally wearing a very simple dress underneath and my heels. Yes, my legs were exposed because this is not a full fur coat, but the body warmth though, it was worth it. It was very much worth it. So yes, I declare ownership to this fur coat. The next fur item I'm about to show you did not belong to me initially, but I also declared ownership. And they are this massive, extremely warm Canadian lynx mitts. I wear this when I go skiing, and people ask me all the time, like, are you warm? What do you think? What do you actually think? Look at this. Do you see how big that is? There's nothing that I hate when you're on the slope skiing and feeling cold, especially your hands, especially. As you can see from the leather, they are very much loved and very much used, as they should be. I mean, if you're going to have a beautiful fur mittens like that, they're meant to be used up, and I love them, and I love how massive they are. So, my next piece was actually a collaboration with a beautiful fur brand in Newfoundland called Always in Vogue. I remember seeing this jacket online and I was instantly in love because I was always curious about seal fur, but I was looking for something unique. As you know, red is my favorite color, so the moment I saw this, I wanted it. She is iconic. And just look what happens when I put it on. Just watch this. Are we seeing this? This is the jacket that you wear, and it takes your outfit from a 0 to 100 very quick. It is so stylish, so unique. I have never seen a fur jacket like this. It is so traditional, but also so modern. And just when you thought it does not get better, hello? Yes, it is the fur goddess. I just love this massive hood. I love it, I love it, and I love it. I feel like the winter siren. If that's a thing, like, this jacket makes it a thing. Because I walk in the streets on a very cold day and I put this on with the hood and everyone's staring at me. I get so much attention on this and people are very curious to know the furs. First of all, why are people in Canada not aware of seal fur? The more people that I meet on the street, when they ask me about this jacket and I tell them it's seal fur, they just get shocked. Like, they think that seal furs are not something we should be wearing because they think that seals are going extinct. When quite in fact, it is the complete opposite. Like, us Canadians, we need to be wearing more seal fur. And that's what I want to encourage in my content and raise awareness, is seal fur. My dream is to walk the streets of Toronto one day and no longer see any puffer jackets. Instead of puffer jackets, I want to see seal fur jackets. That's how I know I made it. I don't know what's up with the Toronto culture and puffer jackets, but that needs to go. That seriously needs to go, and you guys should start wearing more beautiful things like seal fur, because puffer jackets are not it. The next fur item I want to show you is totally Nora. And if I give her a name, the name is Audacity, okay? Because I really had the audacity. When I saw this, I was like, you're mine. And she was not for sale. And I did not buy her either. I just took her with me. Now you guys think I stole it. No, I did not, but let me share the story. So I was in Montreal for the premiere vision, and there was a booth for the Canadian Mink Association. So on that booth, they had a selection of vintage mink jackets, so beautifully hanged, and people were coming in, they would put it on, and then they would put it right back. But do you think Nora is going to put such a beautiful jacket on and then put it back? No, simply no. Like, I literally put this jacket on. Okay, let me just recreate the scenario for you. I put the jacket on, and I see how beautiful this color is on me. I love how timeless and chic it is. I love that it's over 40 years old. I do not have anything like it in my collection. So I went to these two men who were taking care of the booth, and I told them, thank you very much. This is a very beautiful jacket, and I would like to have it. And I literally just asked them that I would like to have this jacket, and they were kind of both looking at each other like, this girl is really having the audacity to ask this question. Like, she shouldn't be asking such questions, and honestly, rightfully so. Like, I really had the audacity to ask for it. And they ended up saying yes, they agreed. I did get her personalized though, and I do have my initials on, so I really made it mine. I was going to get the sleeves altered to be a bit longer, but you know what? I love how they are, and I love that it's slightly shorter, so you get to see my watch and the jewelry that I wear. So I just love her. I feel like it's such a Nora jacket. It really symbolizes the audacity to ask for what you want and get it anyways. I'm not going to influence you to ask for things the way I did, but you know what? It does not hurt to ask the question. If you do not ask the question, you will not get the answer. And it's better to get an answer than no answer. So where am I going with this? The next piece I'm about to show you is also a collaboration with Always in Vogue from Newfoundland. And they were so generous, and they sent me this beautiful vest because they saw how much I was wearing the silver fox jacket. So they're like, girl, you need to get a vest too. So they got me this vest, and it's my very, very first time seeing a fur vest like this. It is so simple, but if you style this correctly, it just makes the most beautiful fashion statement. Like, I wore it in one of my videos. I believe I was wearing a lace top underneath, and a lot of you were asking me, like, what are you wearing? What is that? So it was this vest, and I wore it with a lace top, and it looked so beautiful and so feminine. And even with this outfit that I'm wearing right now, it fits really nicely too. You could add another layer to it and wear it with a longer, like, black turtleneck, but something more fitted to the body. This would look so stunning. Like, you could dress this up, dress it down as you like, and it's such a fun styling piece. So thank you, Always in Vogue. The next fur coat I'm about to show you is something that's very special to me because it was also a collaboration between myself and Always in Vogue. But this was for my Miss Universe Canada participation. If you did not know, beaver is actually Canada's national animal, and I really wanted to honor Canada's history in the fur trade. So one way for me to participate in the auction and also honor Canada's history was this beautiful Canadian vintage fur coat. While I was preparing for Miss Universe Canada, Always in Vogue sent me the package to my home. And I just remember when I unboxed it, I was like, somebody really has to outbid me because I want this fur coat. So it was kind of something fun to go to the silent auction, and I did bid on my own fur coat because I just love it so much, and the proceeds are going to go to Canadian Mental Health Association. So it was all for a good cause. And I ended up outbidding everyone, and I got the fur coat home. That's how much I love this fur coat. You see me wearing it all the time. It is courage, it is history, it is Miss Canada, it is all of it. Like for me, this is the most Canadian item you could wear in the Canadian winter, which is a beaver fur coat. And I also pair it, wait a minute, I wear it with my otter headband. And a way I like to wear this is literally, I flip my hair just like that. And just like that, I like to wear this headband. What do we think? It's such a timeless combination. I love the beaver, I love the otter, I love these shades of browns. And guys, I think this is it. I have showed you my entire fur collection. I've showed you my entire fur accessories. I hope you enjoyed this video and you love these pieces as much as I do. Now you know the next time you see me wearing a piece, you know the story behind it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And make sure to hit subscribe. Why are you guys shy to hit subscribe? Hit the subscribe button. You support the movement of slow fashion and the beauty of fur. I hope this video encouraged you to be more intentional with your purchases. And for me, each one of those pieces are going to live with me forever. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao. Honestly, you guys, this home is so stunning.